what like. Maggie's still going strong. Whilst I was taking the tups out, Dad was collecting some things new. I just noticed she was up there. Good morning. Oh my gosh, my hair. Wow. So we have just arrived at the farm and I'm just waiting to turn on all the lights, sheds, make sure everyone's okay, and then we'll get cracking with feeding and petting everyone. Come on. Just fed the calves across at the lambing shed, and I'm going to go around my yows again and make sure they're all alive. That'll do. So I've done one batch of yows, got the tups out of them. I'm also condition scoring all the yows as well, just now to get an idea of where they're sitting, and also anything that is maybe slightly leaner, is cripple, it's just not looking where I want them to be, then I am pulling them out too. So they'll be kept in a separate batch, and I'm gonna probably start feeding them slightly sharper, maybe put out some silage, just because we definitely don't have as much grass as what we usually would have at this time of year, particularly out the hill where these yows are going to be going, just because obviously it was eaten as bait in the summer and it's never really come back. So putting what would there be, 500 odd ewes away to go out here. You know, it's not, they're not going to have abundance of grass. So yeah, anything that's maybe not where I'd want it to be at the moment, I'm going to pull it out, and hopefully that will help me going forward. I'm going to go through them throughout the winter as well and make sure that they're, you know, continuing okay. Obviously it's all very weather dependent, so that'll be getting kept an eye on too, to make sure that there's, you know, if we get a dump of snow, then I'm obviously going to have to consider the ewes, as I always do. Put silage out to them last year out the hill here because the weather in January. But yeah, we shall see. It's just a moving playing field at the moment, but I'm trying to do my best to maintain that condition. They're in a good position at the moment, most of them, so if I can keep that, then that would be ideal. I will thank myself in a few months' time when it comes to lambing. So yeah, now just in the tractor and away out the hill to get the cows fed as well. So we're feeding them every second day at the moment. They've got trailers, 4 trailers out here, just because, as I say, the hill is quite bare and it has been cold. It did get a wee bit mild there for a while, but it's turned colder again. So yeah, keeping them topped up because obviously they are in calf. So you can see the ewes here behind me are just up, well, one batch of ewes is just behind me here. So they will be heading out there shortly too. So yeah, let's go feed the next batch of cows. From the snow and the frost, which was obviously ideal, to now mild, wet and disgusting. I'm quite keen to try and keep the trailers on like the rougher sort of stuff out here, and sort of get the cows to naturally poach some of that ground, and hopefully it'll you know, it'll help. Come next year they'll have poached up a wee bit and it'll let grass come back through and try and get rid of some of this rough, tough grass stuff, is the plan. And then obviously keep the good hill good, but when it's this wet and mild, then walking to the water chalks and that, it obviously doesn't help either, because the ground's as soft that footholes are created. So yeah, trying to get them onto this rough bit, but even that's quite wet too, so you've got to be careful and pick your spot, and try not belly the trailer. So yeah, that's the plan at the moment. Trailer number 3 heading back to get filled. And final trailer heading back out. So it's taken us just over an hour through 4 trailers. It speeds it up a bit because Dad's in the loader, so he has the bales looked out for me when I'm going for the trailers, so that really speeds it up. But the wind is not ideal today, so yeah, anyway, back out to the cows. Then home for some lunch because I'm quite hungry. And then I'm going to continue taking tups out. So I've got one more batch of yows and then the 2 batches of gimmers to take tups out of. And then that'll be them. Gimmers will stay separate until after scanning in January. And then the other batch of yows will come up to join this one's. And then they'll all go out the hill. So I'll have the 2 batches on both the hills. And then the earlies are staying down closer to the farm because they'll be getting scanned next month. And then any thinner cripple yows as well, they'll be staying down. But I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put them and how I'm going to feed them, because grass, as I was saying, grass is in short supply, silage is in short supply. So yeah, it's a bit of a, what do we do? But we'll see. So in another random thought that I had when I'm driving the tractor, where has November gone? Like, it feels far too early to be taking tups out already. How are we in the last few days of November? It's just, it feels like I've blinked and it's just gone. I mean, it's been a very busy month with like lots going on, lots of meetings, lots of events that we were away at and whatnot, but yeah, it just feels like it's just flown past. And like this year, I mean, how are we nearly at the end of the year already as well? Like, it's just, they always said this when we were younger, oh, the years get quicker as you get older. And like at that age you just go, oh yeah, like whatever, you don't really think much of it. But oh my goodness, this year has literally disappeared and it feels like it's only getting quicker. Doing is feeling all the yows' condition, so put a hand on their backs to see what like. These girls are all in good condition actually, which is good. So I'd say they're a strong 4. What's the condition scoring? There's like a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being basically just a skeleton, bones, and 5 being like a little butterball. So a lot of these yows would be about 4, some of them a high 3. Some of them you can just feel along their back. But yeah, I would want them in a strong 4 at the moment for going into winter, and hopefully they can maintain a good strong 4 if they can, but I wouldn't want them to drop any further than a 3. So it's important to get the nutrition right, and that's why I want to make sure that they're right at the moment condition wise going into winter, because once they lose it they can't get it back. Because the pressure's only going to start to build as they get further in lamb. So yeah, pleased with how they are looking at the moment. They are looking really well. You can see it's deceiving though, like they look like, to look at them you think, oh yeah, they're grand, but actually when you put your hand on some of them you think, oh, you're just lacking a wee bit maybe. Tends to be the older yows more so, which is why I go through them and I pick out ones that have got like no teeth, very skinny teeth, loose teeth, that sort of thing, because when it comes to now when the grass is really short they can't nibble at it as easy, so therefore they lose condition, and then it's like a spiral after that. Anyway, these girls are all okay. I'm also just doing an updated count as well. I do know what should be here, but I just want to double check myself. And then taking off harnesses too, tup harnesses, and they will be getting washed again, because I thanked myself this year when I put them on how clean they were, because just now, if you know, they absolutely stink. They are disgusting, but they do their job. It's worked. Hopefully the yows are all in lamb with twins, The crayons have worked. Obviously the harness has got absolutely nothing to do with the tupping capabilities and how many lambs are in ewes, but long story short, the harnesses have worked and none of the tups are rubbed so far. So let's keep going, get the rest of these harnesses out, and gonna put the ewes with the rest. But just like putting it on, it's very simple. Clip, and clip. Right, so take that off the front, and then it should pull off. There we go. So yeah, you can see there it's pretty grim, caked in mud and rubbish. So that's going over there where it will go in the wash. I'll soak them for a while and then I'll wash them. Absolutely fine. Perfect. And then this one, absolutely fine. I'm checking the changing the colours regularly. Obviously I'm checking the harnesses too to make sure they're not rubbing, because if it's rubbing, obviously you would then potentially get a tup that doesn't want to work, but that's not the case, so we're all good. Come by! Good girl, stand there. Lie down, lie down. Come by. Stand there. Good girl. Maggie's still going strong. Showing her age a wee bit. She's gone out with the slightly thinner ewes because they'll be getting a bit extra feed soon. So treat like he's right. So it has been all go today. Usual feeding and bedding, fed the hill cows, taken tups out. Whilst I was taking the tups out, Dad was collecting some things new. So, long story short, you all know that when I was carting out mucking through the summer, or throughout the years, I have expressed how the old trailers that we have still do the job. They work absolutely fine. But they were getting a little outdated, a little small. They were starting to get a wee bit done. So it's obviously not a secret that livestock prices have been quite good recently. And we have been getting good prices for our calves. We've gotten really good prices for our lambs this year. So yeah, stock sales have been doing well. It's not a secret. So, like every other farmer, when sales go well, when you get a wee bit extra than what you thought, you reinvest it in the farm, or you reinvest it in your business. So no lavish holidays, I mean, except the honeymoon, that was personal, that's, yeah. But whatever money we make, it goes straight back into our farm, goes straight back into our business to try and improve it, to keep it moving forward. So that being said, Dad has picked up a brand new shiny custom spec Stewart dumper and a grain trailer, custom Stewart trailer. So they are lovely and shiny and new, and I cannot wait to get using them. So this is the dumper. She is a beauty. So obviously there's lots of different makes on the go, but we wanted to support a local business. So Stewart's are made not far from us, and we were very kindly given a tour of the factory before we picked up our trailers. So yeah, here we go. 2 brand new shiny trailers that are going to get put to use. Yeah, I feel like a kid at Christmas. I mean, I haven't had a new tractor in over 10 years, 11 years. We've had a new bedder, but the last one lasted 10 years, and then the mixer was 12 years. I've never been here to be part of, or be here to witness new trailers coming home. I think I'm right in saying Dad said that the old Fraser trailers that we have were purchased in 1970. So I'm just gonna turn these lights on here. So yeah, 1970 was when the last trailers were purchased for this farm, and wow, I'm still in shock. Now that they're here, it's like, oh my god, it's so exciting. First job is going to probably be mucking out this cattle court with them. Also, I want to just say, some people are probably like, why did you get a dumper and why did you get a grain trailer? So went for one of each, so they can do 2 separate jobs but can also do 2 the same job. We're obviously not growing as much barley now, so we're not needing a huge big grain trailer, and the dumper we thought would be useful for carting other stuff, stones, etc., that you maybe wouldn't want to put in the grain trailer. So yeah, I am very excited to get these put to use. And as I say, we wanted to support a local business, and they're fantastic trailers. We know they are. We've never had I don't believe we've had a Stewart trailer before, but you know, we know the business, we know the folk, and after getting shown around the factory, wow. So yeah, really impressed, and cannot wait to get these trailers put to use. I'm just gonna keep talking to you whilst I'm bedding the cows here, so hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, I just want to say, like, we don't often buy new machinery. You know, like I say, that's like 1970 those trailers were last bought. I just noticed she was up there. So like, it's not often we buy new machinery for the farm. You know, obviously recently we've bought the Pari and upgraded the quad bike and stuff like that over the last sort of recent years, but you know, we don't swap our tractors regularly. We don't, as I say, we don't upgrade machinery much, so this is a huge deal, and it will hopefully last us a long time. You know, obviously those other trailers have lasted Dad a long time, so we'll look after them, and yeah, hopefully they'll do the same. But you know, I feel very fortunate that we're in a position where we can finally upgrade bits of kit that we use, that we need for the operation of the farm. You know, I feel very lucky that we can do it, because they're not cheap trailers. I completely understand that, but like I say, it's only now because livestock prices are that wee bit better, where they should have been a long time ago, that we're now able to afford to upgrade stuff to make our life easier and safer, because obviously we're on a main road as well. So yeah, these trailers are definitely going to make a huge difference to our lives and our business. But I completely understand that we're in a very fortunate position to be able to upgrade the kit in, you know, the way things are for a lot of people. And like, you know, previous years we would never have even dreamt of being able to do this. And obviously, you know, 2 years ago now we put up that shed. So yeah, I feel incredibly fortunate and lucky to be in this position and to be able to continue to upgrade and grow our farm. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. But yeah, I just want to say that I don't want to sound like I'm being like rude or, you know, ungrateful or whatever, because this is like incredible for me. And I know it doesn't happen often, and I wouldn't expect it to happen often. But that's why you look after kit too, because then it lasts a long time. So yeah, it's just wow. I just feel, as I say, feel very lucky to be in this position, that we are able to purchase bits of machinery that will improve our farm and our business. And yeah, just feeling very grateful. Just squeak admiring the trailer. Hey Rox, yeah, big and shiny. I think she's a bit tired tonight. Not used to all this physical exercise. She's kind of obviously with nothing really to do when A, we were away, but also B, when the tups were in. So yeah, not used to it. Hey Rox. She's also very dubby, so she's going to need a bit of a wash before she comes into the house. Anyway, right, top cattle court bedded. They get done twice a day, particularly at bulling time because it gets quite messy. But the wind is not helping tonight. Well, it's been really windy all day, but yeah, the wind is not ideal because it's just blowing the straw before it hits the ground. Anyway, fill up, better for morning, and go and see the calves across the road. And just like that, tupping season is over. Everyone is out. Got all the crayons taken off here, harnesses batched up here. So they will be heading to the wash now, get them washed and dried over the next wee while. Ready for next year and put away. So yeah, that's it, all over with. Got the final batch of ewes just up there. They're heading out to the hill, so they're all in good nick. Really pleased with how they are condition wise, and they're all marked. Every single ewe is marked, so that's a positive. They're obviously not all going to be in lamb. It would be nice if they were, but they won't be. But we will wait and see. They will go out the hill now. Keep an eye on them. I'm going to take them back in and check their condition throughout the winter and keep an eye on them, obviously depending on the weather, because as I say, there's not as much grass out the hill as what there usually would be for them after tupping. So keep an eye on them because I don't want to go backwards. So that is the plan for them, and otherwise we will just leave them to it and let their lambs grow and develop inside them. Scanning will be mid-January for this main lot, and then December sometime for the earlies and the texels. So yeah, otherwise that's kind of it for sheep work at the moment. But yeah, all is well, really pleased. So I think that's it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed this one so far, mixture of cows and sheep. But thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, also side note, merchandise, if you would like to order something with guaranteed Christmas delivery, you have until the 12th of December for that. But the shop will remain open, so you can order anytime. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you for all your orders so far and all the support throughout this year as always. Thank you again. We'll see you for the next one.